Alright guys, it's BLM here. It's time for another video. This is going to be a review of the Ranger who came in from the gold. Something like that, from Power Rangers Zeo. And this is a filler episode. It's very unimportant. I mean, nothing really happens. Overall, I do kind of like this episode in some way. So, the episode starts off with Catherine having a ballet class thing because she plans on doing a play or whatever on King Midas, and she forces Adam and Jason to be part of this play because she needs two males and whatever. So they're pretty much forced to do this, and they look retarded, and it's actually kind of funny, like seeing them actually trying to practice and shit, and they're doing it absolutely terrible. But yeah, while they're doing that, Tanya is like going through the props and stuff like that, and realize they need more. Meanwhile, Rita and Zed are on their RV, and they get a flat tire. Yeah, that's pretty much their plot for this episode. Next up, Louis Kaboom finally becomes the leader of the Machine Empire, gets sworn in and shit. After that, Kat and Tanya are talking about how they're going to get the supplies, and Bulk and Skull come up, and they bet Tanya and Kat that they could get the supplies in time for the play. So to do that, they go garage sailing. So yeah, this episode has flat tires and garage sailing. Then Louis Kaboom creates a device called the Midas Hound, which is able to turn things into gold, and he ends up putting it in the garage sale, and Bulk and Skull find it and say this would work, so they end up buying it, and everything starts turning to gold, and they're able to, they like start turning coins into gold and shit, and using it to pay food and stuff like that. It's so retarded, but whatever. Everything in the park starts turning to gold, so Adam and Kat go to check things out, and they get attacked by cogs. They need help by the other Rangers, so the other Rangers come and help. And Jason ends up being turned into gold, which is ironic because he's the Gold Ranger, which he's not really the Gold Ranger, but whatever, I'll talk about later. Something I didn't like about this scene, though, is that why is he demorph when he gets turned to gold? I didn't understand that. I mean, the only reason would be if he actually demorphed right before he turned into gold. However, when he gets rejuvenated and everything, he comes back to his morph form. So it just makes no sense in my opinion. The Rangers end up escaping and tell Billy to fix up Jason and stuff. And they end up calling on the Super Zeo Zords to try to stop the Midas Hound. However, the Midas Hound ends up turning each Zord into gold one by one. After that, as I said earlier, Billy rejuvenates Jason, and he remorphs, which really, as I just said, it makes no sense. Like, why is he remorph after this? I mean, of course, he was morph when he got turned to gold, but why'd he demorph to begin with? Jason calls on Midas and starts attacking the Midas Hound. However, it transforms into the Midas Monster or something. After that, Tommy calls on the Red Battle Zord, and it gets damaged. However, they end up working together to try to defeat the monster. And the Red Battle Zord and Midas are able to destroy the device thing, and everything that was gold turns back to normal. However, the monster ends up using its tentacles and stuff to capture each of the Zords. The Rangers end up calling on the Zeo Megazord. The Zeo Megazord is able to release all the Zords, and after that they make the Zeo Ultra Zord, which is finally able to destroy the monster. After that, Zed fixes his tire and gets another flat tire. So that's what happens with them this episode. And then after that, the ballet starts and stuff. And instead of Adam and Jason, it's Bulk and Skull since they lost the bet. So yeah, that's the end of the episode. Something I didn't like about this episode, though, is that Tommy and Rocky are barely even in this episode. Like, they're only in one scene, I believe. I mean, like, in person. I mean, Tommy is in more. I mean, they're more in the voiceover and stuff. I mean, if you actually just consider, like, them in person, they're only in one scene where they're unloading the freaking truck of props. I mean, they really don't do much in this episode. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this episode. There's really nothing that much to say. I mean, yeah, a score, I think I have to give it a 6. I mean, I want to give it a 7, but it just kind of disturbs me, the thing with Jason. Like, why does he demorph and then remorph? And also the fact that, as I said, Rocky and Tommy are really unused in this episode. So yeah, I give it a 6. It's a good episode. I mean, it's a good filler, but it's really nothing special. But yeah, that's my review of the Ranger. Yeah, whatever the hell this episode's called. Thank you for watching.